In this week's episode, we have what you might call a bad interstate experience. I don't know what it is with some people. They seem to have no respect for another vehicle on the road that could crush them. I mean, a semi weighs in at around 80,000 pounds, and our vehicle's no slouch at around 30,000. So, get out of the way, folks.
Okay, another beautiful day out here, but clouds everywhere. I think we're going to get nailed again either later today or tonight. Not too bad, but I feel bad for the maintenance guy out here. He just got through cleaning up the dog park, and that was literally under about 4 or 5 feet of water. A lot of work, but problems with working at an RV park, I guess. One of the things I want to talk to you guys about today is that we have, as you guys know, a big Ford F450. It's a 2019. We bought it new. I absolutely love it. This thing, as you probably have already heard, turns about 17 degrees tighter than my old 2500 Chevy pickup, and I absolutely loved it. Problem with it was lifted and had a 7-inch, I think it was, lift kit, and we had 37-inch Nitto tires on it. It was a monster. Shelley named it Behemoth. It was so big. We could put a drop hitch on it and cart our 30-foot bumper pull around, our Winnebago Ultralight. But once we bought Beauty here, the Solitude, there was no way we could get underneath it and tow it. So, and 2500 would be a little underpowered for what this is. I wanted more stability too, so when we sold our 30-foot, we sold the pickup as well, and we bought a brand new 2019 in 2020 so that we could fit it underneath this, and it's been amazing. It's taken us through some really tough spaces. The problem is we didn't find this out until we started noticing it. The front end, the geometry on it is really pretty radical. It's got some massive cross members underneath the front side, but some little bitty knuckles, which irritates me. But the truck, for having that tight turning radius, scuffs the outside edges of the tires on the front pretty badly. Now, the problem is most dealers and the manufacturer put some knobby type tires on it. Our Continentals have done us really well over the time that we've had them, but because of those knobbies on the outer edges for traction, when you turn real tight and it starts to scuff, it actually will start breaking off part of those knobbies. It had gotten so bad that in some places it looked pretty ratty, and it even did it a little bit to the dualies. So, but it's not near as bad as what happened at the front end. The other problem we've had is that because of my sickness and making things really tight with the medications and everything else that we're going through, we've been unable to actually do anything other than basic maintenance to the tractor, the RV, not the RV, the truck, our pickup truck, other than oil changes and filters and things on a regular schedule like that. We've had a chance to look at the brakes. We lube the front end every time we do the oil changes, sometimes more. But tires for this thing, because they're commercial tires and because we want to put the best on radials, we've decided to go with Michelin's and not have that aggressive tread, which helps cut down on road noise as well and give us a little bit more of a smoother ride. The Michelin's that we've got are just amazing that we put on, but they're about $1,200, $1,300 a pair. So we're going to do them as we can save up to be able to get a set. And we had to buy the set we've got on now. They came about as a necessity because of our last trip on pulling the RV. Just that 10-minute ride to this park that we're at now. We're in one of those situations where we had cars that were all around us, and you know how they tend to pace you when you're pulling. If you slow down, they slow down. If you speed up, they speed up, and they don't give you an out. They stay in your blind spot. They get right up alongside of you, and somebody in front of you inevitably slows down lower speeds than what everyone around you wants to do. So you get the horns until they finally go by and see it with someone else. Well, we were in one of those situations, but we were in the right lane because it was only a mile or two before we were getting ready to turn off the freeway, Arizona 60, US 60, before we got to this park. And I saw the car in front made a quick evasive maneuver. I didn't have the time to do the same, nor would I, pulling this much weight. And what it turned out to be was some debris on the road, tubing and what looked like maybe part of a canopy or an awning off of a boat. And we were gonna nail it either way. So I tried to take it on just one side rather than rack up a full set of tires all the way around. We hit it on the driver's side, and it made a ungoshly sort of a noise. As soon as we got off the freeway, I got out to look, and I didn't see anything initially. I definitely didn't see anything on the trailer. It looked like it did okay. When we got to our spot, backed in, unhooked everything, and I could take a better look at the tires on the pickup, I saw there was a flap about that big that was exposed down to the tread. That's a death knell for that particular tire. We couldn't trust driving that tire to the trips that we make that are 45-minute drives into Phoenix for doctors. I showed Shelley. She, of course, cringed too because she knew what it'd mean. Now we had to fork out money that we didn't really have at that moment, but we'd been saving. So we scraped together everything we could. We called Discount Tire, and we got a pretty good deal on it, but it was still expensive. I drove it up there, cringing every minute that I was going to have a blowout and have to change a 120-pound, 130-pound tire on the front of this thing. When we got there, they inspected them all. They okayed the rear ones on the duals, and they definitely said, yeah, the front need to go. So I've got you a little bit of video time from Discount Tire. We've used them exclusively for everything we've ever bought, unless we've been in a state where they didn't have them, and then we've gone to Les Schwab for help there when they've been available. And so far, amazing work the guys do. It's a struggle getting these 19.5-inch rims onto a tire machine, and then 2 or 3 guys having to just work like heck to not damage the beautiful Alcoa rims we have and get the old tires off and then get the new ones on. So I hope you enjoy watching some of the video that we've taken of the work that they did. And thank you guys at Discount Tire so much for allowing us to video it. And we won't go to a business that doesn't allow us to do that. It just tells us that maybe they're not doing something they should. And Discount was completely open and completely willing, and they were all really cool guys and a whole lot of fun.
Discount Tire has always treated us well. We love their service and their no questions asked warranty.
Most times they aren't broken right away, so it might take a couple of miles, a little bit of a vibration or something until that back pops. Yeah, I'll get 2 more tires on order, that way I at least have them in stock.
Okay. Like I say, it'll be a couple months and then we'll start working on the dualies. All right, thanks guys.
Have a good one.
You too. So, thank you all for watching and helping us out. Thank you all for taking care of us, and just to let you know, we'd really appreciate you being here. So please, till the next video, travel safe. We love you all.
Another one of our insiders sporting his new OLT hat. It looks really good up there. Say, maybe some more of you should consider becoming insiders and get one of your own.
You can see how big and heavy that front end is. And our next project is going to be shocks. And then at some time get some new mud flaps. Can't help but think those did save us a bit. These nice new Michelin tires have given us a really comfortable ride. I'm looking for more. And you can tell the damage. We lost the other mud flap as well. But new skins, new story. Here we go.
Another great sunset. Thank you, Arizona.